Guys, it's Logan Xavier, otherwise known as Hibikukaze, and welcome back to my channel. You guys are here for the 100 days of making MechaNos comic, and today is day 1, 2. I'm already bad. Today is the day that it says in the title and in the intro, and today I got 5 pages thumbnailed, and I know that doesn't seem like much. I spent an hour, a little over an hour, thumbnailing pages, and I got 5 of them thumbnailed, and this just looks like a giant mess. But this is page 1. It's going to be a bunch of like space background stuff and word balloons, and maybe like a spec of where the book is the first issue is gonna take place. This is not very well explained, but page 1 and 2, I just started trying to do it to where I could see the 2 pages that were gonna be next to each other. And then I just went from this. I was storyboarding just shapes to try and kind of figure out like parts of the thirds to figure out how the pages would read next to each other. Oh, excuse me. And pacing it through like just the shapes of whatever I'm doing, like small actions have smaller panels and whatnot. I ended up going from these 5, which, believe it or not, this is 5. I went from those to these sticky notes, and I'm going to place these back where I had them so I can show you guys what all I did. So this will probably be cut out, but oh boy, I did not sleep well. Hopefully I can get the SD card reader fixed. I'm really wanting to do that because I know the quality of not only the video but the sound is different for you guys when I use my phone. That and it takes up phone space until I get it situated, so it's a bit of a bummer. So this is how I laid them out. I put them on sticky notes, which I figured I was going to do. So page 1, again, it's just going to be background stuff, so I didn't really fill anything in. I put boxes to be like, okay, there's going to be text here. And then, where are we at? Page 2. Page 2 and 3, there's going to be an establishing shot that goes over the top, like, third or half of the pages, and then you'll read the boxes down here and go across. This is just pretty much the bar that he's going to, him parking, getting out of his car, and locking it. And then you go to page 4, where he's oh, what is he doing? Oh boy. Okay, so he's walking up to the bar, the doors are opening, and he's telling his friend that, I gotta go, I'll talk to you later. And then immediately as he opens this door, that's his head, word balloon breaks through the panels and across the page up to the panel, the first one, where you see the bartender, who I actually just created the other day. I had no intention of actually having the bartender like introduced. But I feel like it's a good abrupt way of breaking into the thing, is just showing like one character and then kind of backing out and showing you the rest of the building. So it shows you the bartender yelling at him like, "Hey, you're not allowed in here. You caused trouble." And then it goes to him. He's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm not here for any fights or whatever." He's like, "I don't care. You're still not allowed in here." And then it like backs out, and they're both like looking around because somebody's like, "Oh, it's okay. He's with us." And both Brent and the bartender are kind of confused, like, "Wait, I'm with what?" and then it'll show like a lot of the bar. I'm gonna have it to where there's like baristas or bartenders or whatever, or waitresses or waiters, and like a bunch of like tables in the background, kind of like the cantina shot in Star Wars or whatever. There's not gonna be like a Greedo Han Solo thing. So from that, I was able to set up a lot. I got through the thing. I'm about right here, and not only did I get right here, but I added things to this, which, if you didn't watch the last episode, this is the outline for the first issue that I'm going to do. I got to here on the first day with rough thumbnails. So I have this to do, and I've added more to this. So I'm going to have, hopefully, this done tomorrow with rough thumbnails. What was interesting about this was the fact that not only was I storyboarding through art, but when I got stuck storyboarding through art with no script, and I couldn't think of what I wanted for the art to be, I started working somewhat on the script, and that was an easy way for me to kind of pace the story differently. Not differently, but like continue pacing the story the way I was. So it's kind of half and half, where I'm storyboarding from like what I imagine in my head and then like what I want to be said, if that makes any sense. So I'm like breaking in between how I'm storyboarding things. But that's what I did for today for an hour. I worked on the first 5 pages of MechaNos issue 1. And yeah, that's spent an hour doing that, which I'm actually pretty happy with. I was upset because I actually spent so much time. I spent 30 minutes getting 5 pages done, and then I spent 30 minutes revising the same 5 pages. And I feel like I'm doing less work by going back and revising it, but it is getting finalized. I think I'm going to try and do what Gaz does and kind of just do the animation run and go through the whole thing. Because I feel like I'm staying in a comfort zone since I don't have the rest of the story like mapped out completely. I'm just staying in like a comfort area to where like, yeah, I did this. I'm just going to stay here. So I'm going to try and do more tomorrow and see where I'm at. I'm probably going to be wearing the same clothes because this is the morning of tomorrow. Movie magic. I'll talk to you guys later. This is Logan Xavier, Hibikukaze, artist of MechaNos, signing off from my 100 days of making comics. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. Oh, wow. I have no idea how to say that. Okay, there it is. No, that didn't help. I just took... Today, I got my EEG placed on my head. I have a bunch of electrodes placed all over my head. I have 2 on my chest. If I can get it. There it is. I have 2 on my chest, and it all connects. They're all connected to wires that run down the back of my neck and into this thing, which reads as many brainwaves as possible from my head, so they can kind of try and figure out what type of seizures I'm having, whether it's from a hereditary thing where it's just I was just born having seizures, or if it's from like brain damage or anything, or why like I'm getting lesions or what's going on. So that's what's going on with the cap. I'm going to be wearing it a little bit for tomorrow, and a little bit I'm going to be wearing it tomorrow and a little bit of the next day, though I'm not sure if I'll have the camera thing situated. My SD card reader has stopped working.